Hi everyone, this is Lady T with your Scorpio magical attraction message for April 2023. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. Thank you for any support that you give the channel whatsoever. It is really appreciated. I don't have a lot of people that follow me, but I just do this because number one, I want to help people, and number two, I just like doing readings. So it is what it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into your energy, Scorpio. Center energy, we have the Queen of Wands in the challenge position. So maybe being passionate and motivated at this time is a challenge, or this is somebody in your life that maybe you're wondering what's going on with them, kind of thing, questioning this Queen of Wands, maybe perhaps. Or again, this could be the energy you're embodying. We're trying to feel passionate about something, but finding it challenging, because something from the past, which was stable, because this is in the upright, which was happy at one time, is challenging now for some reason. Now, crowning energy, again, 401. So you've got 401s twice here. 401s is usually about celebration. It's about stability. It's about feeling secure. And so that's your crowning energy. And I just get the sense that that's what you want to feel again. Because you're all up in your head with the Eight of Swords, but this is a self-imprisonment, overthinking or worrying or fearful or whatever you're doing in your head right now. This is something you're doing to yourself because you can easily change your mind about how you're thinking. And that's a judgment, perhaps that you're calling, or spirit is calling, to get you out of this, for you to step into this celebration, step into this stability. And perhaps also Four of Swords could be commitment. Four of Wands could also be commitment as well, of some sort. Undermining energy, hanged woman, or in this case, you could be a man, so don't take it, this is just the card. So basically, really having some epiphanies about the situation, and you're really wanting to get some sense of victory here. You want to be happy, you want to win, okay, in this case, because you have walked away from something else, or perhaps are maybe considering walking away towards walking away from a situation, to move on to your happiness, where you're going to get the victory. So that's maybe perhaps what you're going to considering at this time. Now, what led up to this is perhaps you've learned something, you're studying something, or you've learned, you've gone, to do some research. Those are the three messages coming through here. What led up to this is the Page of Swords, maybe some kind of message, some kind of truth here with the sword, and which has caused you to be in a more defensive standpoint, stand your ground on something. And then your outcome here is the Ace of Coins. So this is a wonderful gift from Spirit, of stability and promise and success. Okay, and what your qualifiers are: the Sun. So something has either been illuminated, or there's a guaranteed happy ending here. But the Nine of Wands, this has been a long battle, and you've been through a lot with this, and you really want to have a celebration. With the Queen of Cups here, as you move forward. So we'll see what else we get with your other cards. Now let's go ahead and get into your believe in your own magic messages. And the first one we have here is the 7 here, which is sword. Make the change. So there's something that you need to change. And you see how she's got the sword, she's cutting her hair in the mirror. So this is about perhaps maybe a physical change, or perhaps this is a mental change with the Eight of Swords there as well. Deciding how you want to move forward is what I'm getting here. Making the changes that you need to make, because maybe you've decided upon something. Now we have Spaceship. Don't be afraid to sing. So this is about stepping into your joy, being happy. And again, this is another 7 with the 43. Again, with this, don't be afraid to sing. I also get, don't be afraid to speak your truth either. And then we have Thorns. Weave together the crown you deserve. So this is about, to me, I get, creating something, again, with this Queen of Wands. This is the passion, this is creativity returning, and using what you have at your disposal to create something wonderful. Now, as we move into your Pure Magic Oracle messages, I'm going to go ahead and pull out the book on these because this is relatively a new deck for me. I've only used it a few times, so I don't know what all the cards are here. So we're going to go ahead and look at these messages. So the first one is number 30, which is a 3. So the first one we have here is Hallowed Heart. Can you say you work with courage when you are deep within the depths of darkness? Can you say you are worthy of devotion if you hesitate at the sight of your naked body in the mirror? Can you say you are powerful in your sensuality when you lay yourself down to sleep at night? A wise witch knows her worth from within as she basks naked under the moonlight glow. Her story is written in poems and lines along her curves and surrenders to the waters of life and love. Maybe you relate to this woman, or perhaps you feel you don't. But every being, both male and female in the world, has a feminine essence, and it is this very femininity that empowers the touch of creative intuition. Without that empower, without gentle sensuality, all magic of love and affection impotent and divinity of become impotent of divinity and grace. Blessed is the being who cracks the heart open to release the ocean of love that wells within. When combined with the energy of fire, you are ignited to the sacred force of womankind, unable to be drowned out. When combined with earth, you become the voice of the brown mother with her children of trees, flowers, and plants, unable to be cut down. When combined with air, you shift your divine song created by the goddess, unable to be silenced or suffocated any longer. This really ties very nicely with your cards up here, because this is talking about embracing your sensuality, speaking your truth, being your authentic self, and saying what you need to say, doing what you need to do, that kind of thing, expressing yourself fully and authentically. And you have 3 cards up here, all relating to this card when you read the message, because this is about looking in the mirror and liking what you see, making changes as you see fit, whether it's hair or whatever, you know what I'm saying, because she's cutting her hair in the mirror. But then you talk about the song here, and then you talk about creativity with the crown and the flowers, really nicely tied together. But the pure wisdom here says this is power, and there is power in vulnerability and wisdom and self-care. It is time to reclaim energy that you have spent over the days and years, and to restore your inner powers to youthful form. Your capacity to love the world is greater than even you thought possible. To feel the lions roar within as he commands you to crack your heart open and let this moment seep into your bones. As you remember your magical worth in spirit and skin, so does the heart become holy. So, this is about purification. This is about opening your heart chakra. And this is about experiencing life on a whole new level in your divine feminine energy, as well as through your heart. That's beautiful. Nice message. Okay. Let me see, was that it? Yeah, okay. Now we're gonna move into the next message, which is 19, which is 1 and 9 is 10. So this is the end, or in most people would say this is a 1, 1, 0, right? So a brand new beginning in some way. So this is wildness, enigma, services, and choices on the card. But let's see what the message is. Let me go ahead. I'll be right back. I need to put some more light on in here. Okay, so number 19 here, it says Djinn maybe. Okay, so it says creatures of Arabic roots. The Djinn are spirits made of air and fire whose existence has been intrinsically woven in with other pagan beliefs throughout history. Neither innately good or evil, the lines between demons and Djinn are often blurred, embedding the enigmatic image even further. They are said to have existed before the arrival of human beings and are blessed with free will and understanding of good and evil. Described in ancient magical grimoires, the jinn are called upon in ritual and ceremony for their powers and magical service. It is believed that the jinn were the ones who first taught sorcery to humankind. Found along liminal places, they take residency in the ranges of deserts, ruins, and wilderness. The jinns are invisible spirits but can manifest into any form of being, whether animal, insect, or human. Powerful, destructive, protective, and untamed, we can learn from the spirits of the jinn by understanding how to master the heart we carry. It is the emotion and empathy we can discharge into the world that offers us to be better. Do you correct yourself when casting mental stones of judgment, or are you blissfully naive about the pain that comes from those thoughts? Do you choose to be better and move beyond the wall of knives, or do you stay in the crowded room of ego, cutting everyone at every turn? The Jinn teach us about the fragility of the mind and spirit, that our first judgments are but the reactions taught by society, and it's the second thought that determines how we carry ourselves in the world. The pure wisdom is when you cross a line of positivity or negativity, you are responsible for your conscious action. You cannot place blame on another for the choices you make. Be mindful of your next steps and consider the effects of the love or fear you are emitting. So, again, this takes me right back to this Eight of Swords here, and really, what are you doing with the energy that you are carrying? Are you walking in love, or are you walking in fear? And really being aware of what emotions you are having at this time and where they're coming from. This almost reminds me of doing some like dark night of the soul kind of thing, where you're healing, where you're actually looking at some things about yourself, and not looking outward, but really taking some time to look inward, especially with the hanged woman, hanged man card here. Now let's go ahead and move on to your next message, which is the closing circle. Pure intent, sacred doors, timing, experience, and this is number 35, which is an 8. Okay, let's see. Give me just a minute while I find it. The ritual of closing circles is the last act of any spell, ritual, prayer, or ceremony. It releases and disperses all energies used in magical practice and allows us to close our work down for the universe to then join in and connect. As human beings, our lives are run through the framework of time in stages of beginnings and endings. We are all given a running clock from birth and told to use it with wisdom. Under this rule, we must acknowledge that some things have an expiry date to work with or into it. The act of the closing circle enables us to understand we are part of a great cycle and have power to disconnect to the right things at the right time. Not everyone will be in your life from start to finish. We all walk our own path, and some people stay for seasons or reasons. Consider your values and make the appropriate choice with pure intent. The pure wisdom here is, have you made sure to close all the doors that hinder your power? Have you overstayed your welcome, or has someone overstayed theirs? Release any guilt or shame you have been taught to believe and hold on to out of associated need. You need nothing in your life to make you happy, for that is something that arrives when you see that all things come and go. To appreciate endings and beginnings allows for the heart to expand into the experience and hold memories closer with wisdom and gratitude. Take a breath, open the door to the new, and shut the door if need be. You are in control. So maybe there's something that you need to shut the door on, Scorpio. I'm not totally sure, but there definitely was the Eight of Cups here. We did have the Nine of Wands, which is also, going through a battle, having been worn and beat down in the battle, but still standing, right? So you had to have gone through something, but is there something that you still need to close the door to? And I leave that to you to think about. Now, in the challenge position, the next card we had here was Raising Winds, Magical Release, Calling Intention, Stronghold, and that's a number 18, which is a 9, which again is close to the 10 we had there. So let's see what that is. Raising wind, magical and spiritual aspects of weather have always been controversial. Ancient Mesopotamian wind spirits could be destructive, as can be modern Central American airs. In the Odyssey, Odysseus was given a bag of wind sealed with a knot magic as a divine gift. But when his curious men released the knots too soon, the gift turned to disaster. According to St. Thomas, wind and rain could be produced by demons, and witches were also accused of binding winds into their hair, releasing storms as they unbraided their magical knots. But magical winds are messengers to spirit are messengers to the spirit world and the guardians of our night and our lovers when we meet the seas. If prayers and incantations need to move across oceans, then winds are the boats that carry them across. Pure wisdom, of all the elements of earth, the wind is an extremely potent force of its own will. It chooses when to become visible and when it will be seen. Are you hiding a part of yourself or your energy away from the world? Someone is calling for your help, and now is the time to heed the call. Summon your silent strength and cast a spiral breeze of protection to those in need. Alternately, keep an eye on your energy for circumstances that cause you to brew a hurricane from within. Release your fury in a place where no one resides and let the winds carry it away. So, a couple of messages here. Um, and we just talked about releasing something. So what I'm getting here, because that's an 8 and this is a 9, you had the 10 already. You've had 2 7s. So let's see what else here. Okay, so far you've had a pretty synchronous, reading here with the numbers, being pretty much in order here. Now, so this is about you having some feelings. Number one, you're not being your authentic self because there's something you're hiding, something that you haven't released that you do need to release. Maybe it's pain, maybe it's feelings that you have pushed down. I don't know, but I'm getting the sense very clearly that you need to release something. I don't know what that is, so I leave that to you. But again, that's in your challenge position. So that's maybe where you're struggling right now. Maybe that's where you're all in your head about too with the Eight of Swords. Now, let's go ahead and see your next one. The next one is the songbirds with number 11. So we've got them all. We've got 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, and now we have 11. It says hex breaker, sound healing, final goodbye, release. I can't say it enough, Scorpio. You've got to release something. Let's see what we have here. Okay. When she arrives in the night, she spreads her wings and learns to fly. She sings her haunting sweet song and returns when dawn breaks across the veil. We all experience darkness in life from time to time, and for most of us, with each meeting, we slowly begin to see its face clearer. We see the ancient lines of laughter and pain written into its face, and we start to recognize that the darkness is really a friend in disguise. His totem is the songbird that arrives at the break of light and whose song breaks the hex of psychic pains frozen within the mind. Do you hear her calling? You have arrived at this time to finally unfurl the threads of darkness caught within your aura from the people, situations, and trauma of your past and present. This is on point, Scorpio. There is something you need to release, and we're talking about it right now. When we envision a wish or a goal in our mind, in our mind, the skies are clear and free of clouds, but from experience, we know that not all healing manifests from beauty. Healing can be messy, spiraling, and often a long and winding road. When you befriend the face of darkness and learn his name, then you'll truly begin walking the path of the cosmic world and discover the road that leads you out. You will meet all the faces of sorrow, anguish, and pain, bitterness standing in a field. They are ready to bid their goodbyes and surrender back into the air. A light streaks out from the edge of darkness inside, and the songbird is calling you home. When the songbird arrives in your doorstep, you are called to pause and reflect within. Again, back to the hanged man, hanged woman. To look inside and tap into your soul and release all strands of heaviness that ache to be released at your command. You do not owe yourself further pain. You are free to forgive yourself and others and create a new path of your own. Give your worries to the dawn and let the winds carry your pains out and across the sea to the fire at the light of day. It is time to step out, reconnect with friends, and introduce yourself to new ones. You have a new song to sing. And again, it goes right back to that song, about don't be afraid to sing. So, this is about perhaps where you are reinventing your life. You are reinventing what you want, what you desire, what you want as you move forward after you've gone within and you've released all of these things that need to be released, the trauma, the pain, everything that is no longer serving you. And then the last one is a 4. I think the 2 that we're missing so far is we had the 3. I thought we had a 5 too. Hold on. Okay, yeah, we didn't have a 5, but we had the 3, the 4, and then we jumped 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Interesting. Okay, so let's do number 31.
The severe storm thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly where it's supposed to be, but apparently it's covering a pretty big thing between multiple states.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to bless you, Twilight. That's why I wanted to get home and have food delivered before, so it's not something we have to worry about. I don't think we're gonna have a problem, but just want to be
Well, we were
prepared.
in the orange.
So, well, then that means we're definitely supposed to get something.
Well, we're getting. Well, it said the word just like some wind advisory, like
Mm-hmm.
20, 30. Gusts can go up to 50 miles per hour.
That's
But,
not too bad. I saw 75, so that's not too bad. That's better than yesterday.
but yeah, because I mean, I was like, no.
But I still want us to bring things in
I'm
that
bringing
could
them in.
blow
I'm gonna
around.
bring them in.
So, okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Uh,
Go on, Twilight.
I mean, I read it. I was like, yeah. So I was gonna put in the bins out and whatnot. Because I'm a bit worried about that because the trash won't get fully picked up till like 1ish.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah. As long as
I
they don't
think.
get knocked over though, because then the
Mm,
garbage.
yeah, yeah. Well, it is what it is.
Yeah.